Have you heard about our border crisis?
I've heard many things about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Since Joe Biden's taken over office, it's estimated about 7 million illegal immigrants have crossed into our country, which is a pretty significant number of people.
Yeah.
And what's happening is a lot of cities, such as New York, they're having to use hotels to house these migrants. They're having to turn Central Park into tent centers. So my question is, would you be willing to house a migrant in your home for the good of the country? Let's go with a family of 4.
A family of 4.
Yeah.
I don't have room for a family of 4 regardless.
What about one person? Would you house one person?
I would consider it.
You would?
Yeah, I would
Now,
consider it.
if the easier solution for all Americans would be to build the wall and get Trump back in 2024, would you just rather do that?
I would not.
You would not?
No.
So you accept the border crisis that comes along with the Democrats?
Well, I think there's also other ways that people come into the country, which is not the border.
That's true.
And I think, at least the numbers that I heard most recently, that those numbers were going down. Yeah. So
I think that they might be trickling down now because of all the pressure on this topic, but it's been a problem for the past
constant conversation for for many years, I think.
And the last question is, if Trump does win the presidency in 2024, which a lot of polling data says it's tied, and in some cases he's winning, the more they indict him, the more his polling goes up.
Yeah,
how would that make you feel? Because it sounds like you're not a Trump supporter.
I'm not.
I'm surprised because you're beautiful, and usually beautiful women are Trump supporters.
Really? Is very subjective.
That is also true.
It's difficult to say.
So how would you feel if Trump comes back and wins?
It's difficult to say how I would feel. I went through a Trump presidency already and also a pandemic.
Wasn't it awesome?
It's difficult to divide those two things.
I hear that.
And figure out, I don't know, I don't think I would feel great about it. I would not feel great.
Sounds also like a little wait and see too.
I think it's difficult to say how one would feel in a situation that you're not in.
Right.
Last time he was elected, I didn't feel great about it, so I imagine it would be those feelings.
Did you move out of the country?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
A lot of people said they were when Trump would win. They said
I never said that.
You never did. Good.
Yeah.
So
I lived outside of the country.
Where'd you live?
I lived in Korea.
Oh, nice. Yeah, when Biden won, I said I was going to leave, and I actually left.
Yeah?
I moved to Mexico.
How was that?
For 2021.
I heard many people were moving to Mexico. Mexico City in particular.
But I'm back. So I'm doing videos today about the migrant crisis in America.
Okay.
As you know, since Joe Biden's been in office, we've had almost 7 million illegal immigrants coming into our country.
Yeah.
It's definitely a problem. And what we're seeing is a lot of overflow. In cities like New York, they now have to house these migrants in hotels in Central Park.
Okay.
So my question for you is, would you rather vote Trump in 2024 back in office to fix this problem, or house a migrant in your own home?
First off, I think Trump should have won in 2020.
He did.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I'm not going to argue with that. No, I'm going to go with option A. I'm going to vote for Trump in 2024.
So why don't you want to have a migrant that you've never met before stay in your home?
I mean, would you have a law-abiding citizen, homeless person in your house, let alone someone who came here illegally in your house? I mean, I wouldn't even let one of my coworkers stay in my house, let alone someone that I don't even know from another country. No way, dude.
And I just want to let you know, the Democrats have floated this idea as a solution in New York.
Oh my God.
Where they said we might have to have people opening their homes to migrant families.
I've seen that before.
So not just one person, but a migrant family. And my problem is these people are coming into our country unvetted.
Okay.
And here's the thing, when you cross the country illegally, you're automatically a criminal.
Yeah.
Because that's an illegal act.
Yeah, correct.
If I were to go into Thailand across the border and they caught me, I'd be imprisoned.
Dude, if you went to Canada, one of the nicest countries in the world, if you go to Canada, you're still going to prison.
Right.
So what gives other people the right to come to our country without following the law?
That's right.
And people get mad when they're like, oh, you're obtaining them. They're human. Okay, there's a law for every country.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. I mean, look, I support strong border policy. I also do think that we should be open to legal immigrants who want to come here and abide by our laws and go through the process. I have no problem with that.
And then if people want to house them, legal immigrants, That's all for them.
Exactly. That's up to
But
them.
illegal immigrants, I mean, so there was a huge overflow when Trump was in office, and that's all the media focused on. But now that Biden's in office, I haven't heard one fucking word about it.
Let me give you a fact about this.
Okay.
Donald Trump had about 2,800 kids in cages at one point,
Okay.
and the media went nuts.
Yeah.
Joe Biden in 2021 had an estimated 28,000 kids in cages.
Wow.
10 times more.
I haven't heard
And there
one
was
word about it.
silence and no complaints from the Democrats.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you Democrats have selective outrage, and they are probably the hypocritical party compared to Republicans.
Oh, yeah,
which
for sure.
I think Republicans can be weak a lot of times. I don't think they have balls sometimes. But ultimately, we got to get Trump back in 2024. Would you agree?
I mean, look at the Democrats' agenda right now. I mean, I saw a YouTube ad with a little boy with makeup on, going on. I don't know what ad it was. I tried to skip it as fast as I could. I'm like, that is just so fucked up.
Yeah.
That should not be allowed.
Yeah, they're normalizing some weird shit.
I know, and the public schools are all messed right now. I'm not saying all school shootings are bad. And obviously, every school shooting has a reason behind it. But there's a transgender shooting up a school, and then Joe Biden went on stage and said, "I'm here for the chocolate chip ice cream."
Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
Dude, that's insane.
This horrific story out of Nashville where a 28-year-old woman has shot dead 3 students and 3 adults at a Christian school. Now, news networks crossed to President Joe Biden, who was set to address the media on the tragedy, but instead they got this.
Of the White House.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin.
And they haven't released a transcript yet. Release Audrey Hale's transcript. Come on, we need to see the transcript.
And then you don't hear one word about oh my God, Epstein's trial. Ghislaine
Maxwell.
Ghislaine, you don't hear anything about
I don't even
that.
know.
Yeah, nothing about it. So.
Hey man, you sound based. Do you have a social media that you want to shout out?
No, I'm okay. I appreciate it though. Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
I appreciate it.
Trump
have a good one.
So we were talking about the border today, and my question for you is this: would you rather house a migrant family in your private residence, or vote for Donald Trump in 2024 to get the wall built and to solve the illegal immigration problem? Those are your 2 choices.
I would rather vote for Donald Trump and build the wall. And the only reason is sovereign nations have to have some type of boundary.
That's right.
If the boundary is not established, then we have no sovereignty.
So why wouldn't you want to house a migrant family that you never met before in your home, in your private residence, share a bathroom with them, share food, pay for their rent? Why wouldn't you not want to do that? An illegal migrant family.
It's not that a human doesn't need assistance. It's not that they don't have a need. It's that you cannot solve all of the world's problems by bringing everybody to this country.
That's right.
Those problems have to be solved in their country.
So I'm being facetious here because the Democrats in New York, for example, actually floated that idea that private citizens may need to open up their Airbnbs and extra rooms for illegal immigrants to help out. You know, the mindset of we're all in this together, we all need to chip in with the problem. And my thing is, well, if we solve the border crisis, you wouldn't have to make such ridiculous requests of American private citizens. Am I right?
Well, you can't expect the United States to solve all of the world's problems. If you saw the bubblegum experiment, I don't know if you've ever seen that. Look it up on YouTube. There's a bubblegum experiment that was done by a very respected professor, and even bringing in 10%, even bringing in 20%, 30% of the world's immigrants to the United States would still not alleviate world suffering.
Right.
There would still be problems with people not having education, not having job opportunities, not having a way to support themselves in their country of origin.
Right.
if you can't solve your country's problems, you're not going to solve them by moving to another country that's more prosperous. We generate prosperity, and the prosperity trickles down to the other countries through all types of different expectations.
There you go.
If you have education, you can become whatever you want to do.
Yep.
There is no border limit.
That's right. Education in a two-parent household is the greatest indicator of success.
Yes.
So last question is Trump 2024?
Of course.
Oh, God bless you, brother. Awesome. I had a feeling you were Trump because of your shirt. Because of the bikers usually are about, 90% of them are for Trump.
He had his Trump shirt on yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you should be wearing it today.
Anything that you do to support the border supports your own interests.
There you go. Well said. God bless you, brother.